What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race.
Okay, so how should I tell you this? Our beloved Jamie Dornan is not interested in reprising his role for the potential 50 Shades 4. Yes, I know it hurts like hell, but there's one person who's quite interested in the role. And surprisingly enough, fans want him to take over the part from Dorian. I am talking about the one and only Ian Somerhalder. First, let's see if 50 Shades 4 is happening. It's been over 4 years with fans desperately waiting for another 50 Shades film.
Mr. Gray, your next meeting is in the conference room.
Cancel, please. We're not finished here.
Yes, sir.
And it looks like the time has come for the company to find the next male lead in the franchise. But are we really ready for that? Releasing just in time for Valentine's Day way back in 2018, 50 Shades Freed didn't take the world by storm as its predecessors did. The third installment in the film franchise, following 50 Shades of Grey and 50 Shades Darker, is based upon the third and final novel of E.L. James's 50 Shades trilogy of novels. Does this mean that the franchise has reached its end? Well, not really. Film adaptations are known to take their own direction and make up a story that is no longer based on the source material. I know what you're thinking. We don't need another film franchise ruined by the creators who decided not to stay loyal to the source material. But hear me out. Maybe that's what this franchise needs? Sadly, the fourth film is not confirmed yet, and some of the creators suggested that this might be really the end. There were a lot of promotional posters for the third film of the trilogy, and that's because the creators wanted you all not to miss the climax of the story. See what I did there? Then again, it's not like there's no more source material for the creators to draw from, and even though no companies are interested in continuing the franchise, there are some actors who would love to return and reprise their roles in a potential continuation of some kind. No, it's not Jamie Dornan. The man has moved from this trilogy, and he made sure to tell the world that he won't return. We're talking about Marcia Gay Harden, who portrays Christian Grey's adoptive mother in the series. She claims she's interested in reprising her role in a potential Grey, 50 Shades of Grey as told by Christian, James's novel that retells the original book from Christian's perspective. I'm trying to now think about what would Christian's point of view be? Would Mom even be in it? The actress told People in 2017. She rescued him. She was a doctor. She rescued him. I don't know. Would I be in it? Yeah, sure, I'm game. Well, at least someone cares for fans and their wishes. Now, seriously, what the hell happened with Jamie Dornan and his attitude towards the franchise? Why is he not interested in another film? Well, here's the real reason. He actually said he'll do another film only if you smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Now, seriously, both Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson have become quite successful after starring in the steamy 50 Shades movie trilogy. This trilogy practically launched their careers. Throughout the years, reports claimed that Dornan is not really fascinated with his character in the franchise, and so he won't reprise his role in another film. E.L. James, the writer of the source material, wrote another book, the fourth in the book series, where she writes the entire story from an entirely different perspective, from Grey's perspective. Jamie Dornan did an interview with Variety, and when he was asked whether he felt being typecast after starring as Christian Grey in the 50 Shades movie trilogy, Dornan said that no, the film is totally unique, and well, here's his explanation. I've never done anything close to since, and probably never will again, because it's kind of its own thing. It's like we did it. It lived in its own world, and it was a very big world, and a lot of people cared about it. But it's kind of like that was it. For those who need a reminder, the trilogy follows the story of a millionaire Christian Grey who is a bit troubled. He likes to have BDSM with all of his partners, but when he meets a young girl named Anastasia Steele, his interests meet their demise. The movie became popular because of the steamy scenes rather than the reason why Grey has such a fetish. And that's deep. So, is there a possibility for a fourth film in which the story is told from Grey's perspective? This way, we will certainly learn more about his feelings and troubles. Let's be honest here, the popular trilogy received generally negative reviews, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't a huge box office success. The very first part of the saga was made with a budget of $40 million, and went on to earn a jaw-dropping $569 million. The total production budget of the trilogy was $150 million, and the series has grossed over $1.32 billion, making it the 7th highest grossing R-rated franchise of all time. Although there are no plans for another film yet, the previously mentioned numbers are bound to change the creator's decision not to continue the story. Yes, they'll make another part, and they will reconsider their decision because they know how much money they'll make with a 4th film, especially after a hiatus of so many years. But what about Ian Somerhalder as Christian Grey? Is it true that he's interested in the part? Let's find out. With a potential 4th 50 Shades of Grey film being made and a Jamie Dornan denying the role, could Ian Somerhalder replace him? 50 Shades of Grey is a movie that has a large group of fans who would love to see another continuation, even if it's with a different male lead. Since this potential 4th installment will be told from Christian Grey's perspective, we need a good fit that will do justice to the portrayal of Jamie Dornan. So Dornan had a contract that said he must do the trilogy, and once the trilogy ended, he felt like, that's it, I don't want to do this anymore. Whether it was fear of being typecast or tired of playing the same guy repeatedly, we respect his decision. However, if the film series were to continue into the 4th novel, who would make the perfect fit for the part? Well, apparently, fans want the Vampire Diaries star Ian Somerhalder to step in and save the franchise. Several years ago, there were rumors suggesting that he was considered to play Jack Hyde, Anastasia Steele's boss and villain in the franchise, now played by Canadian actor Eric Johnson. The fact that Dornan discussed this makes the whole thing even more appealing. Late-night TV's Jimmy Kimmel wanted to know if those rumors were true and asked Dornan whether Ian will step into the part. Sadly, he said, that would be really hard for them to do, considering we shot both of the movies. That's an expensive mistake, I'll put it that way. But he did say good luck to Ian if the creators will go for the recast. Good luck to him, he'll be great. What do you guys think? Is Ian the worthy actor to replace Dornan? Honestly, we think he'll do an even better job with the part. As already mentioned, this is a really successful trilogy, with both the books and the film adaptation taking the world by storm. Released in 2011, the first book became the fastest-selling novel written for adults of all time. And the 3-part trilogy sold more than 100 million copies. This made the author E.L. James richer by $19 million in 1 year. Compared to the reviews, these numbers are quite spectacular. Now, have you ever wondered what made so many people watch the franchise? Except for the steamy parts, of course. Well, I look at it this way. 50 Shades is the same story as Beauty and the Beast, which was, believe it or not, published way back in 1756 before becoming a Disney feature. Another reason is what the actors once said. Smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. No, seriously, the Beauty and the Beast shows an interesting portrayal of tension in a relationship and the probability of romance and love, which is basically the same plot in 50 Shades. See you in the next video.